Thanks for joining us. For the first time tonight, we are hearing from Lino Lake city leaders about why the city council tabled a massive Muslim-focused housing development. The Council of American Islamic Relations claims race is the biggest factor.
But as Gordon Severson explains, a city council member balks at the suggestion of discrimination and talks about why he wants to pause the plans. Gordon?
Yeah, Lino Lake City Council member Michael Rulin says he first proposed the idea of a moratorium back in March, long before the council had even heard of Zikr Holdings, the developer behind the Medina Lakes project. So he argues this idea that the moratorium is racist and directed specifically toward this project isn't true.
Councilmember Rulin?
Yes.
Michael Ruland was among 4 Lino Lake City Council members who voted in favor of a moratorium Monday night.
That motion carries 4-1.
That puts all residential building on hold for 1 year in a nearly 1,000-acre stretch of land in the city.
We're just trying to be smart about what that area ultimately looks like, how it's laid out.
Ruland says the moratorium will give the city time to conduct testing and reviews and to see how development would affect traffic and water use in the city, concerned that it may be too much growth too fast.
Right now we can't drill another well if we wanted to. We're using 700 some million gallons of our allotted 900.
But Medina Lakes developers and the Council on American Islamic Relations argue the moratorium was only passed to keep their project out of the city, arguing the moratorium represents a, quote, setback for fairness and inclusivity.
Clearly, no hiding the bias.
They basically were saying that we are Islamophobic if we do a moratorium. We are, stopping the development. Nobody's stopping it. We're just pausing it for now, right? Hang tight for a year. Let us do our studies.
Rulin says the moratorium also affects another developer who has plans to build in this area. He says it's the 3rd moratorium the city has passed in the last 3 years. He argues many residents support the moratorium because they are concerned about all new development in the city, and they want to understand the impact before they agree to grow.
To be accused of racism or Islamophobia is it's shameful, honestly. So far from it, and that's why I finally had to start speaking out about it.
Now, I also spoke with the developers of the Medina Lakes project this afternoon. He is disappointed but not surprised by the council's moratorium. He says they're not going anywhere. They will continue to push for this project even if they have to wait until this moratorium is over. Back to you.
All right. Thank you, Gordon.